Hello again. This is the start of the second part of part 7. So I had to cut the video in half, but this is the other half of part 7. And if you don't want to watch and write the code yourself, you can always download it in the description below. Good luck. Right, so now we will make a function that makes a button, which is quite interesting. A button with the image of the item on it, with text displaying the amount we have of that item. So local function, we do not want to share this function with any other script, so we call it local function. Inventory item button. It should have the item name. Item name is not the same as the name of the item. Remember, it's soda 1, then blueberry soda, for example. Amount, description, model, parent. I'll explain that later. The distance, remember, and buttons. We can have buttons on the button. If not distance, then distance equals 128 as a default. Local P equals V graphical user interface. Create a D panel. It's just a panel and the parent. So when we make a button, we need a parent for the button. That is a frame or a menu. And it's gonna stick to that menu. P set pos 4.4. That's 4 in the X direction and 4 in the Y direction on the frame. Set size 64. Round numbers, remember, 64. Local MP. It's going to be the create a D model panel. And you won't be able to find much information about this element in the graphical user interface. So this is a exotic little function which you will learn only here. Maybe if you Google a little, there might be example code on the wiki, but I don't know. Get tall. This is stuff I've collected while doing my Lua coding back in the days. Set position 0, 0. I'm gonna scroll down so you guys can see. There we go. MP will set the model. It's going to be the model of our item. Animation speed. Was it set on speed 0.1. I don't think this one has animation speed, but you need to declare it anyway. Animated. Well, true. Let's try that. MP. Set ambient light to something dark, not very bright. 50, 50, 50. MP set directional light. Box underscore top. Color 255, 255, 255. That's basically white. MP set directional light. Whoa, sorry. That 2 times. Set cam position. Vector. Oops. Distance, distance, distance. So X, Y, and Z is distance away. MP set look at, so it should look at the camera on the button. Vector should look directly on the origo. MP set FOV, field of vision, to 20. Shouldn't be very wide. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're nearly done with the menu. Function MP layout entity. Entity. Oh, entity. So self run animation entity set skin, and the skin of the item, I get item iname.skin that we filled in the items.lua. Entity set angles, angle 0 0 0, so it should be straight. Oh, OCD. And local button or b GUI dot create d derma button, and the parent should be p, which is the button itself, the button that we just made, a D panel. B set position 4.4 inside the button again. B set size 64. B set text. This is kind of bugged if you try to put text there. You just put it empty string. And then the tooltip you can use though. Set tooltip. So a little speech bubble will pop up when you hover your mouse over the button, and we should just make it display the name and do 2 enters and the description. We'll see how this turns out soon. Do click. There we go. Function. So each time you click the button, this should happen. Local opt equals derma menu. For K in V, no, K and V in pairs, buttons, do opt add option. So if you click the button, you should have the option to drop and use the item. There we go. And that's the additional buttons you can put on the item button on the inventory menu. Open. That will be like a little I don't know what you call them. I don't have a good like when you right click here. It will be this kind of menu in the inventory menu when you right click an item. Okay, so far so good. Again, right click shouldn't do anything, but we need to declare it. Do right click. You can make something yourself here if you want to. And function, we need to overwrite the paint function. Return true. So we get the custom colors and stuff. And if amount, if we have an amount of the item, then local label should be a label element. GUI. Create. I can't pronounce GUI. Just laugh at me. P. L set pos 6.4. I figured out that was the best position. Set font to default. And L set text to the amount of the item. And size the text to the text size. Contents. There we go. And then return the button. End. Let's scroll down on my cheat sheet and see. Okay, we are actually really close now to realizing this menu. Now we're actually making the function that will display the menu, inventory menu. Local W equals 506. So the inventory menu is going to be 506 pixels wide. That should be within all the resolutions possible in Garry's mod. And age 512. Local frame. This is going to be the frame that we build the menu upon. Create the frame. F set size. It's going to be V and H. F set position. Okay, this is advanced. We have a function called scriv_w. And you can divide it by 2 and get the position of the middle of the screen, depending on your current resolution. We divide the width of the window, so we basically place it in the middle of the screen. And screen age divided by 2 minus the height of the screen divided by 2. And we do F set title, and the title of this menu should be inventory, of course, and F set draggable. Yeah, it should be draggable. Why shouldn't it? You can drag the window like this. Remember to save if you're writing together with me. If not, download the code in the description. Show close button. Well, of course, one should be able to close the window whenever they want to. F make pop up. Just need to have that there to make it pop up. I'm actually not sure if you need to, but just to be safe. Function. And then, in the paint function of our frame, we do the skins that we just made, the draw frame function. F get wide and F get tall. Very, very good. Local PS is going to be a property sheet. I actually need to show you what that is inside the game to actually explain it to you. But the inventory should lie within a property sheet. PS set position 828 on the frame itself, because we put the parent of this property sheet to the frame that we're building on. And set size width minus 16, height minus 36. And then we have a padding that will pad the buttons, make a little space between each button so it looks standy. Local items equals vgui.create and a panel list. The panel list, and the parent should be the property sheet. Items set position padding. Need to scroll on my cheat sheet. Padding. Items. I'm gonna copy items so it goes a little faster. Set size width minus 32 minus padding times 2, height minus 48 minus padding times 2. You can try to change these values and you will see what actually happens and what they mean. I had a just gonna do it. Enable vertical scroll bar. Yes, I wrote it right. True. Items enable horizontal. True. And items set padding. Oh, sorry, padding. Should be padding. Items set spacing. Padding. And function items paint should be a rounded box, so draw rounded box 400 self get wide, self get tall, color 60 60 60. And then local inventory equals inventory table, the function we made in the start. And now we're actually going to print and make the buttons for each item. So local function item buttons for kv in pairs of inventory. Do, that's a for loop going through every single thing in our inventory. Local I equals get item. So we get the item that we have in the inventory, get the information from the database. If it exists, then local buttons is a open table. Buttons use. We want the use button when we right click the item, remember? Function inven. Okay, we're gonna add use function here. And then F close. We need to fix this in the next tutorial. We're already on overtime. And we just copy paste this. Add drop function. Let's see, drop. That's that one. Local B equals. Now we need to write all of the arguments for the inventory item button function that we just made. K. That was the I name, and then the name. I would like to get with the name. We display the amount also. The amount. Parentheses, comma, the amount, comma, I description, I model. What more was it? Check. I model. Items. I button distance and buttons that we just made, of course. Okay, let's hope that works. And then items, add item B. So we add the button to the property, to the panel list, of course. Then end the if statement, end the for loop, and end the function. Then we call the function right afterwards. And then we have to add a sheet in the property sheet. PS add sheet, which is called items. Items. And that's going to display the items. And it's going to have a icon to display what is contained inside the sheet. It's going to be a box.png. This is a file inside Garry's mod also. And then the description, your items are stored here. And then at the very end, we need to make a command to open the window. Inventory. I think that was the command that we chose when we pressed the F1. Inventory menu. There we go. Save. And let's see if everything is ready to go. Get items. Oh, why not? Get item. Ah, okay. That was close. Get item again. Huh. Totally. Okay, so it should, all the get item commands should be get items. That's one thing. Okay. There we go. Set animated. Now I think we're ready to go. Let's try it out. Okay, I ran the server and got this error. Blah 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 blah. Attempt to call color with the large O. Online 81. Oh, it's right here. Oh, right. Why didn't you guys tell me about that? That's irritating. Let's try again. I'm inside Garry's mod now, and let's try to press F1. Indeed, we now have an inventory menu looking like this. The frame with the fancy colors, the property sheet, and the panels, and the button. You can hold over here. Yeah, your items are stored here. Strawberry soda, 10 of them, and 10 of the blueberry soda. We cannot drop or use anything yet. That will come in the next tutorial. But it works. So I'll end it here and see you in part 8. Goodbye, and may the bro code